viewer. Hello. I'm playing again this Fate of the World tipping point game, which I played at some point previously. But this time we'll... is it too loud? I'm not... it's probably fine. I've had a lot of trouble with this mission, so maybe that's why I decided to come back to this game. I've played like 5 times this and lost. It is the 22nd century. Ice melt has occurred at double the expected rate. With rising seas and famine-stricken lands, how will you manage the oncoming flood of the displaced? Wind conditions. Reach 2,200 without letting more than 10 million people die as a result of climate migration. I've lost to that once as well, and after that, well, I learned from my mistakes. And then there's this: ensure that no more than 1.5 billion people die as a result of preventable impacts. Now this is something I haven't yet tackled, but hopefully we'll tackle it this time. Otherwise, I'm going to feel like this is a broken scenario, but that's what... I mean, it's a challenge right now. Can I even win this? Lose conditions, well, probably not. Well, this GEO headquarters region, I got that once. I'll have to be careful. Let's see what kind of a start we'll get this time. Ah, yes, we need to name ourselves, and I have already the perfect name. Just you wait for this. Evacuate. Yeah, my lady evacuate. Evacuate. Oh well. That's 2100 AD, 8.7 billion, 3.4 degrees Celsius. With many regions heavily reliant on natural gas, the world confronts the challenges of adaptation. Following decades of water problems in India, millions of people have crossed the borders into Russia, South Asia and the Middle East. 2100 Middle East Border Project. The GEO's controversial border protection scheme completed today. Humanitarian protesters call for recognition of these migrants as something. A global outrage over leaked GEO plans to partition regions. The international community has elected a new leader. Will the president evacuate, signal a change in direction, or will the walls continue to rise? This text, so it's not meant to be human readable, I'm pretty sure. Nah, it's not meant to be voiced out loud like I do in this. Dear President, shouldn't you be calling me my lady? But anyway, if you are reading this, then you have taken up the reins and you have my sympathies. The truth is, things are in a bad state. Our scientists tell me famines worse than anything we've seen are over 50% likely to hit us, sometimes around 2150, earlier if we are unlucky. My advice: don't wait for those to strike or the seas to surge. Protect what you can and move what you can't. I worked up 2 plans, Lifeboat and Mercy. I don't need to tell you what those code names imply. It's your watch now. Ultimately, you'll need to decide what this organization is about. How far you're willing to go. For the record, my conscience is clear. I did what I thought was right. Good luck, Elle. Okay, we have all the countries at our disposal. Sometimes it leaves out one which we can regain immediately, but it'll be at 0 stars, so it'll be in a high danger of falling out of our grasp again. Welcome, successor. Cards chosen by the previous president are still active, but you are now in full control. Okay, we have a 3.4 degrees warming. I have seen it being 3.3 as well. It's also possible to have 2 countries at that stage, which isn't really fun. Let's see here. Deaths 121 million in India and China. Maybe? Is that, or is it the Middle East? Come on, tell me. You can tell me. Northern Africa. So India and Northern Africa. Right? Why is it being so difficult with that? So India and Northern Africa, especially Northern Africa, are our primary concerns in this game, it seems. We have 1.118 million cumulative deaths. To be honest, I'd really like it to be lower. Can we have it lower? 1.118. I'm going to try another start, because this scenario, it's ridiculous. I don't feel bad about doing this. 1.118. Okay, it at least remembers my name. Maybe we'll try to read what we were not able to. Okay, it's 3.3 Celsius now. The world confronts the challenges of adaptation. Following decades of water problems in India, millions of people have crossed the borders into Russia, South Asia and the Middle East. Middle East. Controversial border protection scheme completed today. Humanitarian protesters call for recognition of these migrants as lawful refugees. Partition regions. GEO president forced to resign. Will president evacuate signal a change in direction, or will the walls continue to rise? Well, I think I managed to read the rest, even though not from the beginning of those. I didn't really try that. Our conscience is clear. I fail to see how. We have the same ones still. We have 1.383 now. No, that's too much. We have to ensure that no more than 1.5 billion people die as a result of preventable impacts. No. Give me another better start. Thank you very much. Yeah. What kind of a start is this? We are missing the Latin America. How's our cumulative deaths are 1.205. We can do better than this start. Yeah. We are missing 2 countries. This is bad. 1.149. We can do better than this start. The first start was a pretty decent one now in retrospect. 3.2 degrees Celsius. That's pretty decent. We are missing, what's that? India. 983 million. We can work with that, I feel like. We'll get one in India, at least. Let's see what... It is in a total anarchy. We can just declare martial law, and that will set the region's stability to even and lower the militancy here as well. I don't really know much about this militancy and contentment either. Those two things. Okay. Second of all, I want to remove all these projects that were ongoing previously. Let's here. Then we are probably like getting the robotics research gets me 2 extra years per turn, so suppose we could get it done in like 3 turns, but right now it's 5. It goes down by 5 years every turn if we don't do anything. So, but there's something else we have to take into consideration. Getting these countries up and going for that, it's going to take more turns than that. Even China, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 at the minimum, so it doesn't help us at all to get that technology in 3 turns when we can only start using it in 4, so we'll sit back on that for a little bit. Another... Well... but this regional support, we might just lose instantly, but we have to do this, I feel like. Well, maybe not in India. Okay, maybe not in India right away. But in Northern Africa. Oh, in Northern Africa. We have to do this, I feel like. I got this water stress up to 100%, even though I did everything imaginable to lower it. It's bad. It's really bad. Maybe in China as well. We'll see about that one-child policy. Where is it? Ah, here we go. Other things we are going to want to do, I feel like, is this International Climate Refugee Treaty. We don't want to lose to climate refugee counts either. We already have... well... 8 million here. More than 10 million people, so we only have a little bit of leeway here. And I think... Because it seems to me that the 1.5 billion is this thing here. So it seems like we can't even get the bonus objective of that 5 million refugee deaths. It feels like. So in that way it feels like broken already. Another thing, even though this is our headquarters, I don't want to get any more emissions and possibility of contaminating water tables. So this water tables thing, no, 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 no! We'll ban that right away. This is a consumerist one. That's what I was going for. So, since we are consumerist, this policy will lower our regional support. Whereas, well, let's see here as well. Middle East is volatile. I kind of feel like getting some security assistance because this famine is partly it is political in nature, I think. So getting that like that, it might be decent for us. What was I going to look for? Ah, yes, the where's the outlook? We North America is the only one that is not on the green side. Wait. Ah, yes, it's here. Eco-awareness campaign. We really, I feel like, want to get the eco-awareness going because these global policies tank our regional support. That's why I lost, I think, that one time when I got assassinated. I wonder, is there any way for me to see if where these people can move to from Northern Africa? I don't know, but we'll be relaxing borders in Europe, Southern Africa and Russia. I do believe so, even though that's kind of scary here. Yeah, is there any other country I might want to? Maybe Japan, but it's far away from all the action. No, we won't be doing that, but I'm pretty sure you will be Tobin taxing. That's pretty much a given, I feel like. What's India's HDI, I'm kind of wondering. 0.44. I've had it at as low as 0.28, which is ridiculously low. It's lower than any country on Earth at the moment. I'm pretty sure anyway. They truly are living in squalor there. I've actually planned this in the way that I'll be stopping recording in well, actually physically stopping the recording to split up these parts this time around. It's okay. One of the things we seriously want to do, especially in Latin America, we absolutely have to get these to the first level of these things, and even the second level seems to be pretty much mandatory to get pretty soon. Especially in Latin America, it feels like, although it's not as bad there regional support-wise as it sometimes is. So let's see here. I want to get the first level at the very least to every single country. We'll even get some famine reliefs, just so people won't die here en masse. We can't have that happen. That would be bad. Here and Okay, we have are building the basic defenses at the very least to every single place here. Another thing we are probably going to want to do is, well, the employment thing we want to take care of. Sickness has been kind of on the back pedal for me. Maybe at 30% sickness is where I'll truly start getting worried. Let's go take a quick look at the sickness and maybe look at the water tables. See here, 49%. Let's look at the water tables of these ones as well. Sickness 68%, but really here we have other priorities than tending for the people who get sick from the things that are wrong here. There's so much wrong in India right now. It's bad. Water stress 76%, pretty bad. 16.5, that's pretty bad. 46.2%, it's enough for me to worry. And I'll even get educational enrollment here. What's your problem here, Southern Africa? We are going to lose you, aren't we? Let's get some. You can't relax your borders, can you? With the regional support you currently have, we just can't afford getting even lower regional supports here in Southern Africa, I don't feel like. What else? Yes, let's look at these. Sickness 19%, it's pretty bad, but not uncontrollably bad. Highest 6% water stress. Sickness 13%, 9. Okay, now let's look at the other policies. We've looked at the environmental policies we currently want to tackle. So let's look at the society policies. Other than the medical welfare, which I had to look at the stat telemetry for, but this I can do just by looking at this, because it will actually show me this job sharing initiative every time when unemployment is over or equal to, I think, 10%, which has been my kind of point of wanting to do something about that. So it's not actually Oceania as well. This has been a problematic country with regards to unemployment. So I'll get this preemptively going. How about here? We would, yeah, relocation assistance, we'll have to do that. And relocation assistance and some growing commerce. Russia. Nothing here. Job sharing, well, I suppose I'll get you some commerce. We don't want to lose any. Have I said country? Because these are regions, not countries. Nothing else. I'm seeing nothing else we want to tackle right now. Okay. What now? This seems to be a decent point to stop. We'll just save this as migration. Just in case I forget to restart recording.